The prolonged strike and wage negotiations in the petrochemical sector has left motorists to face a possibility of being stranded next to the road due to empty petrol tanks. But roadside assistance services is also affected and cannot come to their aid in time. According to Europ Assistance South Africa, this leaves motorists vulnerable to crime as well. But I think the latest is that the strike has now come to an end. So luckily, we're not going to see those incidences happening too much. But the reality is that it does still happen, even if it isn't just a petrol situation. Christelle Colman, CEO of Europ Assistance, Europ Assistance South Africa, is in the studio with us. Good to have you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I think the strike is over. I mean, I know we're running it in the news, which is great news because, I mean, it is devastating if you get to a situation like that.
Well, it actually almost happened to me. I was on my way back from a conference at Sun City, and I didn't plan well, and I kept on thinking, thank goodness, I'm part of this business, because I know if something goes wrong, I can put through the call, and we have people all across, the province, tow trucks, who will be able to assist me.
Yeah.
But it's so important that you understand that you need these emergency assist services, because if you don't have it, you can be really, really stranded and in a dire situation.
Oh, I've done that before. The road to Sun City, I thought, no, I can get home.
Yes,
it's not a problem.
around the corner.
I mean, it's just I'll get to the nearest petrol station, and I keep driving, and I just see this petrol gauge going down and down, and no garages in sight. I promise you, I sat on the phone to my husband. I was panicking because I actually am not. I mean, I'm one of these people that is not part of an emergency assist situation.
You wouldn't know, because the assist services are included first of all as part of your manufacturer. So whatever car you drive, you would have services there.
Oh, believe me, they know. They've heard from me a few times.
And then on your insurance policy as well, you would normally be included. Your insurance policy would include assist services, and possibly through your bank as well. So all the big banks offer assist services as well. So I really just wanted to raise the issue and say that we've got this problem. The strike's over now, as we hear, but make sure that you understand what that number is, because if you get stuck when you're in that emergency, that's not the time to try and look for the assist services number. Have it saved on your phone right at the top and know who to phone, because we are there behind all the big banks and insurers and big companies. We provide those services to the market. Yeah. And even though you say we're affected by the petrol crisis as well, of course we are affected, but because it's our business, we plan for it.
Yeah.
So we are there to provide the services to the public and make sure that you get rescued.
Yeah, which is vitally important. So let's just have a look at different scenarios, because obviously, yes, those that can afford these insurances, great. But most cars on the roads are not insured.
Yeah.
People that can afford great cars, that have got this wonderful assist, you can phone 24 hours a day, great, but most people don't. What services are available to sign up for that are cheap, but they've got your back?
But Leanne, this is the thing, these services are not expensive.
Yeah.
So if you look at your insurance premium, for instance, say we pay R1,000 a month for motor insurance, which is a lot, as you say, but only maybe 10 or 12 Rand of that goes towards the assist services.
Okay.
Most people in South Africa have got bank accounts, so through your banks you'll be able to secure these services, and it really isn't an expensive service. So small portion of your cost, but can have a very big impact on you when you are stuck in an emergency. And it's not just when you run out of petrol, it's when you go through a pothole and both your tires go and you can't replace the tire and someone needs to come and fetch you, when you've got a flat battery, when you lock your keys in the car, all those sort of things that we have to deal with that can happen to anyone.
Yeah,
and
so
then
you're covered you're covered for a lot of scenarios.
Yes,
anything that may
absolutely.
happen that is that gets you into a situation where you need help, you need to be towed, for instance.
Yeah, either be towed or sorted out next to the road. And the thing is, South Africa is a very unique scenario because of the crime that we have. I mean, we can't get away from it. It's a reality. So if we get stuck next to the road, especially as a woman, you are immediately exposed and you need someone to come and help you. You can't wait for your husband or your brother or whoever to come from across the city to come and help you. If you have the assist services, the response times are very quick and someone can be next to you and help you to safety as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard many situations of people that have been in very vulnerable situations, and unfortunately, that's it's a play area for anybody that wants to attack you.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to run. That's the
and
reality.
also with the floods in KZN last week or 2 weeks ago, same story. You get stuck in a situation next to the road, and who is going to help you?
Yeah.
And that's why you need to make sure that you have these services in place.
So Europ Assist South Africa, just finally, I emphasize the fact that a lot of people, there are so many cars that are not insured on the road. And we do know
70%
that.
not insured.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's a high number, but we're not necessarily talking about
it's not
insurance
insurance.
right now. Can you just take out that call assist?
No, so we are what we call a white label solution to all the big insurance companies, all the banks. So we sit behind your financial services provider. So it's very simple. Ask your insurance company, ask your bank, ask your motor manufacturer. If you buy a car and it's less than 5 years older, you've got an extended warranty. You can get those services included as part of the service they offer to the people who buy their cars.
Fantastic.
So it really is available everywhere. It's just a matter of making sure and asking. But if you get stuck, get in contact with us. I'm all over social media and on our website, and we will try and make a plan and help you.
Brilliant. What is that? Is that Europ Assistance?
.co.za.
So not South Africa, Europ Assistance.
SA.co.za, yes. But or just Google my name and it'll come up.
Okay.
Christelle Colman.
And there you go. It's Christelle Colman. She happens to be the CEO of Europ Assistance South Africa. I think it's great advice. It's advice that we should all heed. I mean, you never know what can happen in these situations, and it's always nice to know that there is help at hand on the other side of the phone. Thank you again, Christelle.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us here on the program.